Hey there, tech enthusiasts. Don't know where to start with your home lab? I get it. It can feel intimidating at first, but here's the good news. It doesn't need to be scary or expensive. Today, I'm going to walk you through some simple, affordable ways to get started with a home lab that'll help you dive into IT. Whether you're interested in networking, cybersecurity, or just building your tech skills, we'll begin with the basics and slowly work our way to more advanced setup, all without breaking the bank. And here's the kicker. Stick around to the end for some more pro tips that'll take your home lab to the next level. Trust me, by the time we're done, you'll be ready to start your own IT journey. Let's dive in. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and drop a comment letting me know that you're planning your own home lab. I'd love to hear from you. First, let's talk about why home lab is worth your time. It's like your personal testing ground, a place where you can experiment with technology, learn how things work, and build confidence in your skills. Whether you want to figure out how networks connect or explore cybersecurity tools, a home lab gives you hands-on experience you can't get from books or videos alone. And the best part, you don't need a big budget or advanced knowledge to begin. All it takes is a little curiosity and a willingness to try something new. So where do we start? Let's begin with something small and affordable, the Raspberry Pi. This little guy. This tiny device is about the size of a credit card, costs about $35, and is perfect for anyone just stepping into the world of IT. It's easy to set up, and there's a huge online community to guide you if you run into questions. To get going, you'll need a Raspberry Pi, ideally a Pi 4 with 4 gigabytes of RAM. More is better, obviously, but if that's all you can get, it'll work just fine. A micro SD card and a power supply. Now you can buy a beginner kit like I did. I'll show you exactly what I got. Here is a Cana kit. This will give you everything you need to start. Now you can find these online or at most electronic stores for a pretty low price. Once you have your gear, you'll need to pick an operating system. For something straightforward, Raspberry Pi OS is a great choice. It's user-friendly and perfect for beginners. If you're curious about cybersecurity, you might try Kali Linux instead, which comes packed with tools for ethical hacking. With your Raspberry Pi ready, you can start experimenting, maybe set up a DNS server to manage your home network, or turn it into a VPN to secure your internet connection. These projects are simple enough to tackle as a beginner, and they'll give you a real sense of accomplishment. The Raspberry Pi is quiet, uses very little power, and won't overwhelm you with complexity. It's an ideal way to get comfortable with IT concepts before moving on to something bigger. Now that you've got the basics down with the Raspberry Pi, let's step things up a bit with some Cisco equipment. This is the same gear used in professional networks and is a fantastic way to deepen your understanding of networking. You might be thinking it sounds pricey, but it doesn't have to be. You can find used refurbished Cisco devices like 2960 switches or 1841 routers for $100 or less, maybe give or take, on sites like eBay through IT resellers. To set them up, you'll need some Ethernet cables to connect everything and a console cable to configure the devices. Both are inexpensive and easy to find. When your Cisco gear arrives, start by resetting it to factory settings so you're working with a clean setup. From there, try something simple like building a basic network with a few connected devices. As you get the hang of it, you can explore more advanced features like setting up VLANs to organize your network or experimenting with routing protocols like OSPF or EIGRP. This takes a bit more effort than the Raspberry Pi, but it's still manageable and incredibly valuable if you're serious about networking. Plus, the skills you pick up here are the kind that employers are looking for in IT professionals. Feeling ready to push your home lab even further? Let's talk about adding a cheap server to run virtual machines, or VMs. This is where you can really start simulating complex IT environments without needing a ton of physical hardware. A refurbished server like a Dell PowerEdge or HP ProLiant can be yours for around $200 to $300. I've seen them go as far as like $400, so the range may vary, and you can find those on Amazon or eBay. Look for one with at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. I'm sure you'll find it without a problem. Once you've got your server, you'll need to install a hypervisor, which is software that lets you create and manage virtual machines. Free options like VMware ESXi or Proxmox work really well and won't cost you a dime. With your server up and running, you can create virtual machines to mimic like different systems. Imagine setting up a Windows server, a Linux machine, or a firewall, then connecting them to build a virtual network. You could practice running a web server, managing a domain, or even testing cybersecurity techniques like penetration testing, all on one machine. Lets you try out ideas that would be impossible with just a Raspberry Pi or Cisco gear alone. It's a bigger step, but it's still affordable and opens up a world of possibilities. Before we wrap up, I promise you some pro tips to elevate your home lab, and here they are. First, take it slow. Start with one project like setting up a DNS server or configuring a network, and master it before moving on. There's no rush, and building gradually keeps things manageable. Next, connect with others. Online communities like forums or social media groups about home labs are full of people who can offer advice and ideas. Also, keep track of what you're doing. Jot down notes about what you've tried, what worked, and what didn't. It'll save you time later. Look for free resources too. There are tons of tutorials and tools online to help you learn without spending extra. And finally, think about practical details. If you're using a server, make sure it's not too power hungry or loud, and keep it in a spot with good airflow to avoid overheating. So there you have it. Building a home lab doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Start with a Raspberry Pi to get your feet wet, move on to Cisco equipment to sharpen your networking skills, and add a server for virtual machines when you're ready to take things further. The key is to begin small, learn as you go, and let your curiosity guide you. It's all about experimenting and growing your skills at your own pace. Ready to get started? Pick one of these setups that feels right for you. Grab some gear and start building your own IT playground. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments what you're planning for your home lab, or if you've got any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.